Hi guys. So I know nobody really cares, but I know at least one of my friends care. So this time I'm gonna show you how I play my Desiderata Valley, or I have no idea how to pronounce this neighborhood's name. So this is pretty much widely considered as the most boring and most broken neighborhoods out of all six of them. And well, I don't know, I just felt like I have played Belladonna Cove so much. Like, I filmed my video that you could have seen, maybe saw a couple months ago, actually almost a year ago, and like even since then I've played it so much. Like many of the kids I showed there as teenagers, those are pretty much all grown up. They have their own families. Like I've played a lot with Belladonna Cove, and it's like a lot of families. So I just felt like I needed something much smaller, and I felt like maybe I can try and make this a bit more interesting, or at least interesting for myself. And of course, I'm using the clean template as usual, which can be troublesome when you would need the townies. So that's a bit upsetting. But other than that, clean templates are great. And at this point, I'm not sure if it came with the hobbies fixed, but I have fixed everyone's hobbies. It is assigned to them as their dream hobby is the one that the story tells you it is their dream hobby, and also like every job and like everything is just like sorted out. So there's that, and of course I changed their outfits a bit, changed their hair, makeup, and also I use a couple like default replacements, and then like the makeups are replaced to the eyes and the skin and like stuff like that, so it looks much prettier. But yeah, and then this is my Desiderata Valley. Like it comes with the shittiest ever houses. Look, there's a beach. Ooh, if you have never seen this. And what I have added, but I haven't really used much, is well, my game is half in Hungarian. Like, please ignore that. I actually fixed her name. So this is Tara Cat. I have played like 3 days with her, like trying to like raise those cats and like discipline them. And she's gonna eventually get together with this dude. Oh my god, what's his name? Side, I guess. So I fixed it, but I like didn't fix it in Simpy yet, the household names. So there's that, but I do use the English names. It's actually sometimes annoying because like my game is literally sometimes half in English and half in Hungarian. Like it feels like the base game in it is in English and then the ads are in Hungarian. Like all the commands are in Hungarian too, so it's a bit strange. Um, but yeah, I usually use the English names and I name the babies English names anyways. So, oh my god, camera mod. So there's that, but I don't play those two, so not yet. I will. And I do plan on adding this dog family into his household eventually. I just need to figure out like how to raise that dog properly first, so at least those dogs are not terrible. So yeah, there's that. But let's go on and meet all the other families. So of course I have added the Picasso family because they came with this expansion pack, so I consider them to be, they belong in the Desiderata Valley for me. So what a sporty couple. They are both in the military career, and Jessica is a family sim, so she got a couple kids, and also like I felt like my neighborhood needs some more kids because like it starts off with two teenagers, one child and one toddler. So that's why I thought like I would start playing them a bit ahead of the other families, get them like two kids, and then like sync them all up with the other families. So basically right now everything is synced up, at least in my game. I have played since my starting point 4 more days. It's not the beginning of the neighborhood, but I've played 4 days since then. So you can see, so basically Jessica and Matthew have 3 kids. I don't know if they're gonna have a fourth, but definitely not more than 4. So this is Cindy. Obviously she's gonna be together with the kid from the Bell household. And then this is Oliver Picasso, who is gonna be together with Pauline from the Aspir household. So like I started with them, and then this is Eric Picasso. We're gonna talk about him a bit later. So yeah, they're very nice. They're cute. She's a knowledge sim, and she just likes to dress a bit extra, I guess. So that's the Picasso family. And then what else I did, and here's the Una. So this is Natasha Una. Of course, she's still in love with her grilled cheese, as she should. And I added Julian to this household. So basically he had a Hungarian last name, but like he just took her last name. So this is Julian, who is of course like in the culinary career, and he's working his way up, and he's just really into cooking. They have one kid together, and she's Anastasia, Una, and they might have one more baby, like a boy. I don't know, but for now they're just that. And yeah, I actually enjoy playing her, which is kind of crazy because what else are you gonna do than put grilled cheese in her? But it's fine. Until all my other sims are normal, it's fine. She can be special. So yeah, there are those families. So those two bin families are added, the Picasso and the cooking dude. It's something like cook or something like that is in English. And then who do we do next? I guess let's do the Jacque family. Basically they are like jocks, so I should say like Jacque, but Jacque, like I don't know. So they're here, and of course, like, oh my god, there's a family sim in here, so I didn't just leave them with their daughter. They got another little boy. So yep. So of course there's Sophia, who's in her sporty career, and Marcel, who loves his cooking. And just recently I made him work out, so Sophia doesn't get upset that she has a unfit husband, so he's fit right now. Yeah, and there is a Violet, who is of course in the sporty career as well. And I think she's like 3 days to becoming an adult. I mean, I did add some days in Simpy because I don't play with the 15-day lifespan for teenagers. I play with custom lifespan, and I think that's 8 years, not 8 years days, you know what I mean, 1 day is 1 year. So it's 8 for teenagers in my game, I think, and it's 7 for kids, maybe something like that. And this is Connor, and basically he's gonna be the one who carries over their last name. So yeah, and then we're gonna meet Connor's future wife later. And then let's look at the Contrary family, who are just Contra in my game. I don't know if I want to change that. I think it's fine. It sounds English enough. So there's of course Opal, and there's Edward, and I guess they're just so disappointed in their son. They just decided to have another kid. I don't know. Like, if I started this neighborhood now, I probably wouldn't make them have another baby, but they did. So they have Quinn. So this is Quinn. We're gonna meet her future husband soon. And yeah, Rick is still not like friendly with his parents, but he's a bit more okay with his dad right now. Like, at least he could teach him how to study. So that's what he did, but only after like this little Quinn has learned her toddler skills. So basically Rick spent most of his teenage years struggling with studying. And yeah, I don't know how's that gonna turn out, because of course he's into gaming, meanwhile his parents are into like science and nature, I think. Yeah. And I'm gonna make like Quinn like similar to her parents, like similar interests. So it's like I don't know why I do that to poor Rick, but like Rick is gonna feel like, oh, now they got the perfect kid they always wanted. Why would I do that? I don't know. I mean, it's mean, but also like it's more interesting, I guess. So there's that. And yeah, oh no, this camera mod. So we're gonna do these two last, of course. So there's the Mole family. Of course, now he's not alone. So it's implied that Natasha may be interested, but also Sharon might be interested. So I made Sharon marry John, and then I literally forgot she was pregnant, because I think I played this game before I put in the 18-hour pregnancy mod. And like, so she was supposed to be pregnant for 3 days, and I don't know what happened, but basically, like, as soon as she showed that I'm pregnant, she would get the second bigger baby bump, and then immediately gave birth. So I was like, nah, okay, I didn't know you were pregnant, but I guess you were. So like, they have the baby now, and that's Josh Mole. They're not gonna have more babies. I'm still not sure if she even likes him. Like, she finds him interesting, and while Sharon is just a really, really curious person. We're gonna learn more about that, and yeah, so they are here. It looks very dreamy, at least from John's perspective. He has a very hot wife, has a cute little baby. Very cute. And I think I'm gonna make the baby like in the CIA career as well. Like, what's that? I don't know what's it in English. Okay, so let's go into like basically the two, in my personal opinion, oh my god, the two most interesting families. I guess let's turn this a bit. I actually love those two houses. Like, none of the others, I mean, maybe I like Natasha's. Like, the others are pretty bad. Yeah, so these two are the nice houses. So this is the Aspir or Aspir. I like to call them Aspir family. Oh, yeah. So there they are. They have 2 more kids. Now, if I started this, they probably wouldn't, but I still make my story happen. So this is Luis, of course. He's living his like fixing cars dream. Like, look at that. He already fixed up 2. I didn't know the orange looked like that when I requested him to paint it orange. I might just like sell it and make him renovate a new one. I don't like it how it looks with the yellow. Yeah, these are the troubles Luis has to deal with. Like, extra fun fact, Luis might have a love relationship with Sharon. Why not? Sharon is a romance sim, so... And Luis was like, well, I don't know. I mean, I want to do more than fixing cars, I guess, so that's why he likes her. He likes her. I don't think he cares that she's married. Like, he's like, whatever, I will die sooner anyways, but like... And then Sharon is like, well, this dude is interesting. So there is Victor, of course, the family sim, and like, look at Victor and his beautiful wife Elizabeth. So the whole story is that basically Elizabeth is very happy with Pauline, and like, she just wanted 1 kid. Pauline is perfect, and she's just like ready to move on and back to her career, while Pauline has learned all her toddler skills. Now Pauline is, of course, a child. So that's her. But, well, Victor being a family sim and Victor being Victor, I guess, he was like, no, let's have another baby. I want a baby. Because that's implied already in their story. So they have little Brandon. So Brandon is pretty great. Elizabeth is like, okay, we got a boy. That's cool. We have a daughter. We have a son. That's all nice. And she's like, okay with that. And then basically in my head, the story goes like she gets pregnant pretty close accidentally after Brandon. Like she was like, okay, we have this one more baby. Like, he's cute. I like him. But then like, she's still not over that she just had a baby, and then she becomes pregnant again. I think that between them there's like 2 years, so it's not that soon. But so this is Fiona. She's younger, and then like Elizabeth just really doesn't like the idea that suddenly she has 2 young kids, like a baby and a toddler, and then now it's 2 toddlers. She's like constantly picking fights with Victor now. Like it's just like, she's just like, no. Like, I didn't want 2 kids. Now you do it. Like, she just became so annoyed. Like, after she just felt so overwhelmed after having the second baby suddenly, that like, she was like, nah, I'm going back to work. You deal with it. And the only difficult part about that is that Victor has his own career and he kind of needs to have it. And he doesn't have any holidays because only she does for giving birth. So it was pretty tough to actually make the skills happen. I think Fiona is still not done, but like it's only him teaching the skills. So basically, even though she was first okay, like suddenly having 3 kids is just way too much for her, and like they are not in a good spot right now. So yeah, and then let's look at the Bell family. Okay, so that's a lot, as you can see. So here's the Bell family. Of course, Daniel is a teenager right now, and he's gonna date, not yet because I didn't have time for that. He's busy. So, of course, he's gonna date Cindy. And, of course, I already said how Oliver is with Pauline here. Like, not yet, of course, they are children, but yeah. And then Brandon is gonna be with one of the girls from here. So this is of course Hannah, who is a family sim, and Isaac's family. And this whole family starts off with Hannah, Isaac being pretty happy with their only one kid, Daniel. In my mind, of course, Hannah has been like begging for more kids at this point. She's like, what, I want kids. Like, I just love babies. I miss Daniel being a little baby. I want more kids. And like Isaac is just like, like Daniel is perfect already. Like, what do you mean? Like, let's just go to work. You love ballet or like whatever she's in her dad's career. Like, just let's do that. So, and if you think about it, Daniel is pretty old at, like when you start the game. Like he's at least like, I know, like a 7-year-old kid or something like that. So she has been like, no, I want more baby, and there is no baby. You know, that's the whole setup of this. But of course, Sharon, Hannah's younger sister, moves in with them. And Sharon, because she's broke. But Hannah is like, okay, I mean, I need to help my little sister. So Sharon moves in there, and Sharon is just really curious, you know, like she's just really curious, and she's a romance sim. So, but she's nice. So, like what Hannah notices is that Isaac suddenly is like, okay, let's have a baby. Like she seems no, she thinks that he seems to be more interested. So she's very happy. And then they have these 2 cute little babies, Emily and Fanny, and they're little twins. So she's really happy. She even got 2 babies. It's like, oh my god, yay, babies, little girlies. She had a son already, now she has girls. She's just like so happy, like finally family expanding. Like she just imagined this, like she's over the moon. And also Isaac is like paying attention to her, so it's all good, right? But you know, Sharon was really curious, like so curious. She just needed to check out Isaac's bed, I guess. So of course, like the setup is in the story already that like he might cheat, like it's a bit implied. And also Sharon being a romance sim and moving it with her sister's family, just like, okay, let's go with it. So basically, like she has the party girl image in her sister's mind. So Sharon is just like, well, I partied too much, I don't even know who the dad is. Like that's the whole setup. Like Hannah is like, oh my god, how can you be so irresponsible? But of course I'm gonna support you, you're my sister, and it's just another baby. Babies are great. So basically Sharon has little George, and George has his mom's last name, which is intentional. I wanted to keep the name. So this is George, and so basically this is actually Isaac's baby, but Hannah doesn't know. So, I mean, of course the game knows, but like in my mind, Hannah doesn't know that her husband has cheated on with her sister, and they even had a baby together. Sharon is just like, no, I have no idea whose baby this is. But as soon as George is born, Sharon is like, well, I don't really want to take care of this baby. I'm just going to move out, okay? So that's when Hannah gets upset. So right now, Sharon and Hannah's relationship is pretty bad. They even had a fight, which Sharon won. They even had like a physical fight over like, why are you leaving your baby here? Like, this is crazy. Why are you leaving your baby here? Like you're so irresponsible. Like, how could you do this to this baby? And meanwhile, she doesn't even know it's her husband's baby. So she's just upset that her little sister is so irresponsible and so heartless to this cute little baby. So Sharon just like is like, bye, bye, peace out, I don't care. And that's how she ends up here. She's like, I don't even want to get married, but this dude is like so adamant about like only living together if we are married. And then she even ends up being pregnant again because, I don't know, she's irresponsible. But now I hope she learns some responsibility and is not pregnant more if she doesn't want kids. But I basically forgot she was pregnant. So that's why she has another baby. But basically Hannah here is at that point stuck with 3 babies. And that was my setup. And of course, because I haven't played this family for 2 years, I forgot she was pregnant again. So that's why you have Abram here. So they had another baby with Isaac. Isaac is like, I think Isaac knows. Isaac clearly knows George is like his baby. But like, he was feeling guilty. He was like, well, I guess my wife wants more baby. Which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Your wife suddenly has 3 babies to take care of and you're just gonna give her a 4th. Cool. So yeah, they ended up with 4 tiny kids. And the reason why I'm filming this now is because these little girls are right before aging up to children. So yeah, I guess like I wanted to show a family with 4 babies where the oldest ones are twins, and it's extremely hard to teach them all the skills, especially when my story includes Isaac not helping. Isaac is not helping with any of these kids. Isaac is like, well, you wanted these. So yeah, Isaac is just like very into his like job, which is the like, I don't know the English name, so it's like the bunny with the hat, like the magician kind of job. And the only one who's helping is Daniel. Even like I don't let Daniel finish any of the skills teaching them. So it's like in the memories it's all Hannah, but Daniel helps out a lot. Like I even make him do his homework, and like he gets A in school. Like he doesn't have a part-time job because he just doesn't have the time. Well, he's gonna get now that the girls are gonna grow up, I think. But like it's crazy how he still hasn't failed school and he can still go to school like every time. Like he's such a sweetheart. He's just like helping his mom out a lot. So there's that. They struggled, but these 2 girls know all the skills. They're about to grow up. George is about to grow up in a day or 2, I don't remember. Like after they grow up, he's gonna be 1 day away from birthday, so there's 2 days between them. The thing is, he still only knows how to potty, and he's learning how to walk right now. Because I'm so behind, like teaching the twins was so difficult. Like Hannah was, like this was I think the most challenging I had. But this, like Hannah was just constantly almost passing out. I could barely feed her. Like at least she was not dying out of hunger. But like I just didn't find the time for her to sleep. But she finally managed to teach the skills. I mean, mainly with Daniel's help. And now she's teaching George, and Abram is just like right now chilling and playing at the little table with the, like the cubes, the little build-up toy. These babies are going to be such good friends. They are always playing at that same table. He is learning to potty slowly. That's what he does. Yeah, so the couplings are gonna be, so Emily's older, just the game like shows this wrong always. So Emily is gonna be the wife of Brandon. Again, this is Brandon. That's Brandon over there. And that's little Emily in Daniel's hand. And then Funny is gonna be together with Connor, who is here. This is little Connor. And then George, who is a bit younger, George is gonna be, okay, again, this is George, is gonna be together with this little girl who is called Quinn. Of course, it's Quinn. He's gonna be together with Quinn. And then, who's Fiona? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Fiona is the Aspir little girl. So this is Fiona, the little blonde girlie here. Fiona's husband is gonna be Eric Picasso, this little boy here. So that's Eric. And then Abram Bell. So Abram is this little boy here. Abram is gonna be together with, where are you? With you. Where is it? Oh, here. With Anastasia, this little girl here. And then Josh was born, this little baby, Josh. And since it was it took me completely by surprise. I don't know how it got stuck, how he wasn't born like a day before. I decided that finally I'm gonna play the Traveler family, and he's gonna marry this girl here. I think she's Tara. No, she's not Tara. She's Tina, I think. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen to them. And yeah, and I showed this right now because this is when it's all gonna go down between these two families. Like this marriage is not happy. Victor and Elizabeth are not happy. Meanwhile, Hannah is happy. Isaac just like it's kind of out of it. Like he's like, oh, maybe that's a bit too many babies, you know. And like Hannah is always so busy. Now Isaac just feels like neglected at this point, even though he got her in this situation, literally with an extra baby from her sister. Crazy. I mean, I make him such a, but it makes my story interesting, right? He's not even supposed to be into like so many women, but like he is. And clearly, like there is a setup between these two families because each of their first kisses were with each other's spouse. So basically, Hannah had her first kiss with Victor here, and Elizabeth had her first kiss with Isaac here. So it's kind of set up right now, since Elizabeth is getting upset with Victor all the time. He has talked to Isaac a lot of. She has talked to Isaac a lot of times, and they have been like becoming good friends. And just recently, they have kissed. So basically, right now, Isaac is in love with three women. It's crazy for him. Like, I'm sorry, Isaac, for being like this with you, but you're gonna like Elizabeth a lot more when you move in with her. And then basically the next step is gonna be, I'm sorry, Hannah, but you're gonna have to discover what your husband has been doing with your sister. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to her, but it's gonna be so much better for her when she's with Victor. And I kind of wanna like make them divorce without him finding out that she's into Isaac. And I don't want her to woohoo with Isaac yet. Like I want them to like woohoo when she's divorced. But like I'm curious if I can make them like bicker enough that they can divorce. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now, essentially. Because that's why I synced up all my families, and it's time to play these two, and I'm just so excited to play those two families. I know it's drama, I know I set it up, but this is why I play The Sims. And then I ruin my own game because all the babies that I like make, I just want them to have the perfect life, and then they don't have drama, so it's more boring. And that's what happens to all my games. But I just love being like creating all this drama for these pre-made Sims. I just love it. So yeah, this is my Desiderata Valley. This is like the most earliest I have shown a neighborhood. So basically in Pleasant View, when I showed it to you, my first in-game babies have grown up to be adults just yet. And I showed Belladonna Cove at a similar time. It's crazy how much my Belladonna Cove have progressed since then. I actually love that neighborhood. And now I'm showing Desiderata Valley pretty early. I haven't played much with my Strange Town actually, so that's pretty early too, because I used to play that the most. And then I have actually played quite a lot of Veronaville, attached with Blue Water Village. I have played that a lot. I played that the first time when I installed this instance of the game. And I've played what's that, River Blossom Hills quite a bit. It's not too crazy, but the start out teenagers are adults now and they have their own families. So yeah, I don't know, right now I'm gonna play Desiderata Valley for a couple weeks probably at least, And then I'll see if I move on to another neighborhood, then I feel like talking about those or not, or maybe like maybe next year, maybe in 3 years. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and well, let's just load this family first because I'm gonna play with them and I'm gonna show it to you. Ah, the bells. This looks so idyllic. It's not. I'm so sorry, Hannah. I'm so sorry, but you're gonna get the most perfect husband eventually. So yeah. Oh my god, it lags so much. Too many Sims on the lot. Yeah, so that's Emily there. It's funny. That's Abram. What are you doing, Daniel? I don't know. He's just gonna hold on to her. Oh, okay. He has the wish to like go out with her. And yeah, okay. And then of course, if I look for Hannah, who is actually not in a terrible shape right now. That's crazy. She's just a bit hungry and needs more fun. She's teaching George the skill. Yeah, look at him. He even has blue eyes. That's crazy. So yeah, and then Isaac is at work. He's gonna be home at 8, and I have checked. Sharon is off work on Wednesday, so he's gonna call her over, and then they're just gonna kiss. I don't want Hannah to be like completely shocked. Like, I just don't like. I mean, I think she will know that George is her husband's kid, but she's just gonna be living in denial because she's like, nah, I cannot take that. How they have lied to me, because like George is at this point like almost 3 years old, or like 3 to 4. So it's like that's been a while. So yeah. Oh my god, he needs to sleep soon, or potty, or I don't know, like do stuff, eat. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, bye. I mean, like, poor Hannah, and not so poor Sharon. Sharon is just messy. So poor Hannah. She's so happy teaching him right now. Oh no. Bye.